Welcome to this third video in a series of 7 on the basics of how to defend yourself against a traffic ticket. In the last video we discussed should you or shouldn't you fight your ticket and laid out certain criteria that you should consider before you make a decision. Part of that criteria was if you weren't even aware that you had committed an offense, why would you just go down and plead guilty and pay a fine? Just because you received a ticket from an officer who said you committed the offense, or because you received a notice in the mail with a photo of your vehicle from a photo enforcement location. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're guilty of the offense. You should have the opportunity to view the full case the Crown has against you, and you do. But in order to do that, initially you're going to have to plead not guilty and set up a court date, and then request those particulars from the Crown's office. Once you've done that, and once you've received the information back from the Crown's office, it's time to sit down, analyze this data, and decide how you're going to ultimately proceed with the ticket. Because you can change your plea to guilty with an explanation at your court date. There's no repercussions or extra fine involved for doing this. You have the right to do that. Now, how do you analyze this data that you've received from the Crown? I suggest, of course, that you purchase my upcoming ebook, Knowledge is the Ticket to Winning Your Case. It's going to be the complete guide to defending yourself against a traffic ticket in Canada. By buying the book, it's going to give you free access into our private members site, which is going to be set up basically like a mini university for traffic ticket defense. You're going to have everything that you need laid out before you in different forms, different content that you can learn from. There's going to be written content, there's going to be videos, PowerPoint presentations, as well as MP3 recordings. We're also going to be holding regular online classes where you can sit in live and listen to the instructor or the person that's being interviewed by the instructor, and you'll be able to interact and ask questions and learn everything that you need to know. Also, at our private members site, it'll lay out before you how to analyze the data from the Crown's office so you can decide what is going to be your best avenue, either guilty with an explanation or continue to go not guilty and go to trial and defend yourself successfully. It was Benjamin Franklin who first said that if you fail to prepare, you are preparing to fail. And that's why we're going to the extent that we are to make sure that you have the proper information before you so that you can adequately prepare to go to court and have a successful outcome. Without that, really you are flying by night, because there is nothing else on the market that allows the average person to access data to be able to prepare themselves to fight a ticket successfully. This is not a rewrite of any of the American publications that are currently out on the internet. They're not relevant to the Canadian court system. This book and our private members site is completely relevant to the Canadian court system and is going to have everything that you need to help you successfully prepare. We're excited to announce that we've enlisted the services of a prominent Canadian defense lawyer who's got 30+ years in the Canadian court system. He's helping me build this university as we speak, and to make sure that all the information will always be relevant and current. Also helping us out is a gentleman by the name of Chris Cummins. Chris Cummins is a nationally renowned speaker who travels the country doing keynotes and sales presentations and training presentations. In fact, he's worked for one of the top Canadian coaching companies and is going to be offering us audio presentations on how to be able to speak better in public so that you're not nervous when you get up and prepare your case or give your explanation. That's it for today. Basically, the best way to prepare a plan is to get all the information that's available to you, analyze it appropriately, and decide how you're going to proceed. And the best way to do that, of course, is to join us at Traffic Ticket Guru, purchase Knowledge is the Ticket to Winning Your Case, and becoming a member of our private members site. In the next video, we're going to discuss the basics around a not guilty plea and how to set up a defense. But until then, slow down, drive safe, and keep your money in your pocket.